Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Chad, back again. And today I want to talk to the younger crowd here, it's that time of the year, high school graduates, college graduates, trade school graduates, just young adults in general. And anyone who is sitting there trying to figure out what their life is going to look like. And let's be honest, and I'm going to be honest with you, most people do not fail all at once. They don't wake up one day and suddenly just ruin their life. They kind of fall behind slowly, just one bad habit at a time, one excuse at a time, one lazy decision at a time, one I'll do it later at a time. You know who you are. How about that? That won't happen to me. And it only be once. And by the time they realize it, they're 25, 30, 35 years old, wondering why their life got so hard. The truth's simple. They were warned. You just didn't listen. Now, I ain't here to scare you. I'm not here to tell you your life is over if you make a mistake. You're younger and you're supposed to learn. You're supposed to mess some things up. You're supposed to figure it out. But here's where a lot of people your age get it wrong. They think because that you guys are young and you got an unlimited time. Well, you do not. You got some time, but you do not have unlimited time to waste. There's a difference. And the earlier you understand that, the better your life will become. Life rewards people who adapt. It rewards people who learn. Stop feeding your brain garbage from TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube for that matter. You have to stop all of that. You want physical freedom? Man, take care of your body before it starts forcing you to pay attention. Believe you me, man, after I got over 300 pounds, everything went to shit. Trust me, that's not where you want to be. And that's why I lost the weight, but I did that at a later date. Control does not come from doing whatever feels good. Control comes from doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. That's maturity. That's being an adult. And that's how you separate yourself from the rest of the clowns that maybe you run around with. And again, I hope you're picking up on it. This comes from experience. Courage, it's not a strategy. A lot of young folks have confidence. I mean, like you're super confident, you're a badass, or you're a boss chick, whatever. I guess that's good. But confidence by itself, that's not enough. That courage is not a strategy. And believing in yourself is not a plan. You just saying, oh, I'm built different, does not make you built different. You prove that through your action, through your discipline, through your consistency. You will always prove that through how you act when things are boring and difficult, stressful, and completely unfair. Everybody wants to be great when it feels exciting. Very few people want to be great when nobody is watching. And that is where your future gets built. It's in the boring stuff, man. Showing up on time, finishing the assignments, learning a trade, practicing the skill, saving some money, reading the books, going to the gym, applying for that job that you don't know is going to pan out for you, asking for help, taking real feedback, and being cool with whatever's said. Doing those things again after you failed the first time. I mean, I know that's not glamorous and it's not viral. It does not always make a great TikTok or a reel on Instagram or Snap. That is where real life is built. And the people who win are not always the loudest. They're not always the most talented. And they're not always the coolest. A lot of times they're just the ones who kept improving while everybody else was distracted scrolling. Money does not save bad habits. Yeah, let's talk about the ugly subject in the room, money. A lot of young folks think more money will fix everything. You can just throw money at it and it'll go away. Well, no, it won't. Money will not fix bad discipline. It doesn't fix laziness or insecurity or poor decision making. It usually just magnifies it. It makes you know who you already are. If you're irresponsible with $100, well, $100 don't sound like a lot, but it still sounds like a lot to me. You'll probably be irresponsible with 1,000. If you waste every small amount of money, you'll waste the larger amounts too. You can't control impulse spending now More money will just give you more ways to goof that up too. So start where you are. Learn to save something, even if it's small. Learn to track what comes in and what goes out. Learn the difference between looking successful and becoming stable. A lot of people will look rich, they're completely broke. They look successful when they're drowning in debt. A lot of people have nice shoes, nice cars, the latest iPhone, but no emergency money. Don't let the internet trick you. Most of what you see online is performance. It's edited, right? It's filtered, it's rented, it's exaggerated. Real success is quiet, and it's a lot quieter than people think. It looks like paying your bills, having options, not panicking over every little emergency, having skill and the discipline and people around you who trust you. Having a reputation like that, it kind of opens doors. Hey man, that's success, not just looking cool. Your environment is shaping you. Man, I know that's a fact. I know it. Let's talk about who you hang around with, because this matters more than most of you all want to admit. Your environment is training you. Your friends are training you. Your social media feed is training you. Your music, your habits, your conversation, your daily surroundings, all of it is shaping how you think. If everybody around you is lazy, negative, broke, bitter, unserious, and full of crap, you're going to have to fight hard not to become the same person. And that doesn't mean you're better than those people, but it does mean you're responsible for protecting your direction. Some people are fun to hang around with, but dangerous to build a future around. Trust me, adaptation is survival. The world's changing fast, man. I would have never thought that these phones would be what they are. I always thought it was going to be just my StarTAC flip phone and I'd be able to call and talk to people. I would have never thought that we would have as much in a phone as we do in a computer. And the world's changing fast. Jobs are changing. Technology's changing. College is changing. Business is definitely changing. AI is changing industries. Social media is changing the attention spans of the people you will one day work with, have relationships with, and sell to. And the economy is changing also. These relationships are changing. The opportunities changing. And if you plan to just do one thing forever and never adjust, man, you're going to struggle. You need to become adaptable. And that means you learn new skills. You pay attention to what is happening around you. You don't panic when something changes. You adjust and improve and ask better questions. You don't get emotionally attached to a bad plan just because it was your first one. Some of you are going to start college and realize you picked the wrong major. Trust me, I did that. That does not mean your life is over. You just adapt, overcome. Some of you are going to start a job and realize you hate that industry. Hey, I've done that. I may be doing that right this second, but I'm going to adapt. Some of you are going to start a business idea and realize that the market don't even want it. Well, just adapt, change. Some of you are going to lose these friends because you started taking your future very seriously. Move on. Some of you are going to fail at something you thought you would be great at. Adapt, move on. Failure is not the end. Refusing to learn from failure is the end. And there's a huge difference. Do not build your life on image. One of the biggest traps for your generation is image. You know, looking successful and happy and popular and confident, looking like you got it all figured out. Image is not foundation. You can build an image really fast. You can dress it up. You can't build character, not fast. Character takes time. Character is built when you tell the truth. Character is built when you keep promises. It's built when you do the work. It's built when you admit you were wrong. And it's really built when you didn't quit just because something got really hard. Character is built when nobody is clapping. And here's the thing, your image might get a lot of attention, but your character determines what happens after you get that attention. Can you be trusted? Can you be relied on? Can you finish what you started? Can you handle that pressure? Can you take correction? Can you show up when it's not fun and you're tired and you just don't feel like doing it? And it matters, y'all. It matters because eventually life's going to test that foundation. And if it was all built on image, that foundation's going to crack, maybe even crumble. Stop waiting to feel ready. A lot of you all are waiting to feel ready. You need to feel fully ready. Start anyway. Apply for the job. Start that side hustle. Make the call. Take the class. Learn the skill. Ask the question. Start working out. Start saving. Start reading. Start building. You don't need to become ready by waiting. You become ready by doing. Now, I don't mean be reckless. That don't mean be reckless. Does not mean jump into things blindly. It means stop using "I'm not ready" as a hiding place. A lot of people are not actually waiting because they need more information. They're waiting because they're afraid to be seen trying. They're afraid to look new, afraid to look bad, afraid to fail, afraid of what people will say. People are going to talk anyway. If you do nothing, they'll talk. If you try and fail, they'll talk. If you succeed, they'll talk. You might as well build while they're talking. Don't let spectators control your life. Most people criticize you for they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. They're just impressing themselves. They're just sitting in the cheap seats commenting on the game. Stop handing those people the remote control to your future. Here's what you should do right now. What are you going to do with all this that I'm giving you? Start simple. Be honest. Be honest about where you are, not where you pretend to be, not where your Instagram makes it look like you are, where you actually are. Are your grades right? Is your money right? Is your attitude right? Is your habits right? Are your friends helping you or hurting you? Be serious about that. Are you building skills or just passing time? Number 2, pick one area to improve immediately. Don't try to fix your whole life in one day. That ain't going to happen, y'all. And this is how people get overwhelmed and quit. Just pick one. Your sleep, your grades, your money, your attitude, your health, your work ethic, your environment, your screen time, your skill level. Just pick one and attack the living hell out of it. Number 3, create a daily standard. Not a dream, a standard. A dream is, I want to be successful. A standard is, I wake up at this time. Or I apply for 3 jobs today. I'm going to study for 1 hour. I'm going to save 10% of what I make. I work out 4 days a week. I stop hanging around people who keep dragging me under. Man, listen now, dreams sound good. Standards change lives. Number 4, learn something valuable. I don't care if it's at college or trade school or business or sales or welding or coding or marketing or mechanics. How about it? Or healthcare for that matter, content creation, finance, design, management, or something else. Learn something that makes you useful. The world pays useful people. It promotes those people. The world looks for people who can solve problems. Become one of those people. Number 5, stay adaptable. Do not marry your first plan. I've goofed that up 1,000,000 times. You may change majors. You may change careers, change your goals. You're definitely going to change your friend groups. You may change the city you live in or the direction you're going. And hey, that's okay. Just don't stop moving forward. Don't. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Most people do not fall behind because they're stupid. They fall because they got comfortable, or they're arrogant, or they're distracted. They refuse correction. They mistake freedom for chaos. They mistake confidence for confidence. They mistake looking successful for building something real. That's what they're not building. Don't be that person. You're young. That is an advantage, but only if you use it. Your youth is not an excuse to waste time. It's your opportunity to build early, to learn early, to fail early. You got to correct early. You got to grow early. You got to become dangerous in the best way. Skilled, disciplined, aware, adaptable, reliable, useful. That's how you separate yourself, by becoming the kind of person who can survive change, handle pressure, and keep improving. As the world's going to change, Your plans are going to change. I promise you, your friends are going to change. Your goals are definitely going to change. Your opportunities, they may change. But if you become the type of person who learns and adapts and keeps moving forward, you'll be hard to stop. So here's your challenge. Look at your life honestly today. Find one weak spot, one bad habit, one excuse you always use, one area where you know you're playing around, and fix it. Not tomorrow, not next semester, not after graduation, right now. Because your future is not built later, it's being built right this second. Hey, y'all, I'm Chad Wade, and I'll see you in the next one.